Happy. We're really feeling it here in Atlanta. It is very cold. I don't know what's happening with my thing here. It's a little better. Hopefully it won't slide. Hopefully it won't slide during tonight's trivia game. So first up on trivia tonight, we have Hollywood Nights. And I think we may be able to kind of rush through this one. I have some pretty, I don't know. I think most of it's trivia most people would know. But we shall see. It is all in the cards. But how knowledgeable everyone is. So hopefully we'll have some people come in. I think maybe Chris and the. So hopefully we'll have some people come in. There's Chris. So. Yay. All right, honey. You gonna stick around? That'd be great, Captain. All right, Captain. You gonna stick around? You gonna answer me? You just gonna leave me here talking to myself? Mm-hmm. We'll see. Missy had a trivia last night. That was fun. And that was a lot of fun. Okay. If you want, you can even grab the link if you want to come up here. Oh, which reminds me, I didn't talk to you about this earlier. Did you order our Halloween stuff yet? I made a big list for you to order on Amazon. We gotta get that ordered so we have things ready for. But I tried to do so today. I did pajama party because that's like a Halloween thing. I figure I would just do that because I took a shower and I just threw pajamas back on. And then I did the nice little Halloween themed colors here. Looks like candy corn, everyone's favorite. And then I did a cauldron fire in the back. At least that's what it's supposed to be. Something like that. It says it's supposed to be a flame campfire thing. Half these things don't work. I think the light has to be directly on the wall to get some of these features to look like what they are. But it's a good little backlight. I like it. So I told Bimbo that I was going live, and that reminded me to post it on my community channel or my community post. So I did that earlier. But I don't know if Bimbo's coming in or not. Al actually cooked for her today. And she actually ate eggs. She ate 3 over easy. So it's good. Bimbo deserves to be a little pampering these days. So sometimes it takes a while to get everybody in chat. Sometimes someone else is live and then everyone seems to come over here at the same time. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What are you saying yum to, Captain? Candy corn? Campfires? Hey, Rita, how's it going? How's your weekend been? I hope it's been a good one. Oh, you're foraging. Ah, okay. I didn't know what context to take your yum. So I take it you're eating more of the zucchini pie. He's probably got his mouth full. He can't talk. I know. It is so cold up here, Rita. That's why I did a pajama party. I took a shower and I put on like what I normally consider winter pajamas, just pants and a short sleeve shirt, but it is ridiculously chilly. I don't even know that it got up above 60 today. Let's see if I can look on my. Yeah, it's like 67. Oh, that was at 4:56. Let's see. It's 60. Yeah, it's really chilly. So I'm worried about my sweet potatoes curing properly. I don't know. We'll see what happens with them. Maybe we'll have some luck. Yeah, it's crazy chilly here, Rita. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. We're supposed to get back up to 79 by Tuesday, but then I think it's going to start dropping again. So, yeah, I'm already looking forward to coming down to Florida in December. So, once it starts getting this chilly, I am ready for the warmer weather. It happens that fast. I mean, I've lived up here 40 years. You would think I would get over it, but no. I miss my Florida winters badly. Badly, badly. I really do. I mean, we had snow once when I lived in Orlando back in probably the 70s. And we got enough that we could scrape the windshields and make little snowballs and, have a little snowball fight. But that was it. Like, we had like a half hour of that and it was all melted. So, I really still am not real happy when it gets cold. And my bones are aching the last 2 days. I mean, my bones really, really hurt. Really hurt. And my neighbor was complaining as well. I mean, I wasn't really complaining other than they hurt, but dang. It's kind of a shocker here. Yeah, Georgia weather, schizophrenia. You wait 5 minutes and it'll change. So I don't complain about the weather. Can't do anything about it, and it changes so quick. But so is anyone else live, Rita? It's a slow night for guests. Did you see my post earlier? If not, we can always play with Chris because he doesn't know the answers. Oh, he doesn't know my trivia stuff. So these are all made myself. Yeah. So are you permanently settled back in, Rita, after the hurricanes and everything? Or you said you just didn't get much damage last year? I'm just glad it wasn't as bad as they thought it would be. Although we're up to P. Are we into Q now? Because I know there was Philippe and then there was another one I heard behind that. Post tropical. Tropical Depression 16. Eastern North Pacific. Oh, okay. So everything's in the Pacific right now. That's good. So maybe we've skirted any hurricanes for the year. It's almost over. Hey, the mother-daughter duo. How are you doing? I heard y'all are supposed to get some more heavy storms in New York again. Are they supposed to happen this weekend? If so, I hope they're not as bad as the last time. I know a lot of that. Wow, Rita. Wow. Wow. But you're back in and settled, right, Rita? Oh gosh, mother and daughter duo. Hopefully it'll dry out by tomorrow. I hope. I hope. I know Atlanta, part of the problem we have here is that the sewer system gets clogged from people throwing stuff out or, just car wrecks, debris, clogging sewers. And it's hard for the city to stay on top of that. So that's mainly the cause of a lot of our flooding sometimes. It's not really a quiche, honey. It's a zucchini feta cheese pie that I added other stuff to because I had it and it needed to be used. So I woke up late today too. I think because my body. Oh wow, Rita, you never even left. That's amazing. Amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I lived in a house like that too. Well, house and apartments and stuff like that, Rita. It's the best thing ever. Concrete block and terrazzo floors. They're so handy. They're so much easier to maintain than tile. And they just last forever. You are so fortunate. But that's why they built those houses back then with a concrete block house and terrazzo floors because they withstood, a lot of the rain and water damage and hurricanes. Yeah. So is it like a 2-1 house? Ours was a two bedroom, one bath. Ooh, we're getting some people in now. Oh yeah. Yeah. At least it's replaceable stuff, right, Rita? I know, Hunter. Take your clothes off, get comfortable. I know, look at me. Oh gosh. Well, Bimbo's probably taking a nap. That's what I'm gonna guess. Cause yeah. Hey Jennifer, how's it going? Good to see you. I hope you've had a good weekend. Hey Hunter, as long as you have a beer, I think you're okay. Maybe a tall boy. I'll try and behave. Can't guarantee it though. All right. So I think there's enough people here to play. I think. So I have, please enter your answers after the third question is asked. And so I guess we can start this one off. Hopefully everybody will read the pinned comment there. But it just makes it fair for everyone who has different broadband signals to be able to play fairly. Because all of us have different speeds, all of us type at different speeds, and it's on an honor system here that you don't look up on Google what the answer is, and that everybody has a fair chance. And, you know, here we love each other no matter how you answer. So we were playing. Hunter was over there for a little bit. We were playing trivia over at Hot Mess Missy's last night, and her things tend to get um, pretty adult, you know, rated R, and so we were given all kinds of crazy questions or answers last night. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Mark, you gonna come up here? Let's see. Or are you gonna chill tonight? You do whatever you want, babe. Your new band sounds amazing. We really enjoyed listening to it the other night. Oh yeah, Rita, very risque over at Hot Mess Missy's. We learned a whole lot about a lot of stuff. Oh gosh. But it was fun. All right, so let's get started. Tonight's topic is Hollywood Nights. Hollywood Nights. So this is all pretty much movie trivia, and I think there's a little bit of something in here for everyone. So our first question is, as of 2019, which actress has been nominated for 21 Academy Awards? That's question number one. Please remember, hold your answers till the third question. Question number two. Which movie features 4 dance scenes between John Travolta and Uma Thurman? I think most of the people in here know that one. Chris probably does, but he never watched the movie. What movie was first to show a toilet flushing? But it was actually banned from the Motion Picture Association under the production code, so they did not show it in the movie, the original release, probably later releases. I'll repeat the questions. As of 2019, which actress has been nominated for 421 Academy Awards? Question number two, which movie features 4 dance scenes between John Travolta and Uma Thurman? Question number three is, what movie was the first to show a toilet flushing? You may submit your answers. Is anyone answering? Or are y'all just here to hang out? Does anyone know any of them? Y'all are a tough crowd tonight. Interesting, Captain. Interesting. That happens to me all the time, Honor. All the time in playing trivia. And when we would play over at Old Humble Distilling, Ah, it would drive me nuts because I would say, "Oh, I'll come back to that answer," and by that time, I was totally blown. Any guesses to one or three? All right, is that all the answers? We have 6 people in chat and we have 4 answers. I would probably be one of those, but maybe not. Is this, oh, I'm sorry, whoever just came up. Was that Chris Leclerc? Oh, there he is. Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to do that. You want to come back up again? That's why I just put the link back up there. I hit the wrong button. I'm not good at this. You know that. I'm doing pretty good, Chris. Do you want to play trivia? How are you and Debbie doing? All right, first 3 answers are, as of 2019, which actress Hey, Chris, is your camera on? Hello, Chris. Oh, I have you up here, but I can't hear or see you. That's weird. That is weird. Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Hey, Jen. Good. How are you?
Good. Well, Chris is having problems for some reason.
Oh, is that the black screen there, Chris?
I think so.
Which Chris? Your Chris?
No, shouldn't be my Chris.
It's Leclerc.
Should be Leclerc.
Oh, he's all black.
I would assume, but he's all black and not saying anything, or maybe he is and we're just not hearing anything.
Oh, maybe he's not feeling well. Maybe he's feeling a little dark today.
Maybe. Hunter asks, what are you going to do with all those sweet potatoes? We're going to eat them, baby. That's if they cure properly. It got so cold so fast. I hope we get to cure them. I saw someone in Asheville, North Carolina that had harvested hers, and she had a new greenhouse. So she put them on black, farm plastic. And then she put all her sweet potatoes on there, and it actually baked the sweet potatoes. She just didn't think about it. She thought it would be a novel way to cure the sweet potatoes, and it just didn't work for her.
Why, you got to cure a sweet potato before you can eat it?
Yeah, and it's best to cure them for about 10 days outside, and then bring them inside, wrap them in paper, and cure them, I think, another 2 weeks at least. And that will make them super, super sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, the same with my winter squash. I left them outside for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And then they were cured. Hey, Chris, good to see you.
Can you see me now?
Now we see you.
Oh, okay.
How are y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you, Ben?
Good, good. Getting in the Halloween spirit of things.
Nice.
We're just talking about curing vegetables. So
I've been watching your cooking videos, by the way.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we just ate our first winter butternut squash the other day, Friday. Oh my gosh. It is so sweet. You don't have to put butter on it. You don't have to put brown sugar on it. It is, oh my gosh. It's like my mom used to make with the brown sugar and butter,
I like squash very much.
but it doesn't have any of that in it. It is just super sweet.
How's your weather been so far for
It's
October?
cold. I was just saying it's got really cold this weekend.
Yeah, here too. We're gonna be
So
like between the
I'm
70s.
hoping the sweet potatoes cure well.
Yeah.
So but we're trying to hustle and do a lot of outside stuff because, this month we have a lot of shows to do. And then um, November we have some family stuff and I have content already planned. And then December, we take off for the month of December and travel. So
How long have you and Chris been together?
we've been married 25 and a half years now.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks. And
Wow.
we dated only a short time before we got married.
Still
So,
congratulations.
yeah, I think we met in kind of started dating September. And then we were married by May the next year. So it was a whirlwind romance kind of thing. And it just worked.
Yeah, but
So
still,
we met on AOL, actually.
wow. But
So
still 5 years, most people won't even last a month.
I'd say 3 months. That's why I always told my friends, don't jump into the fire with a person for 3 months because by that time the honeymoon gets over and you have to go back to reality and paying bills and working and not staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning on weeknights. And
Yeah. What does he do for work?
he's in IT.
Oh,
He does computer stuff
oh wow.
for the state.
Oh wow, awesome. Good deal.
Mhm.
Job then.
Yeah, so he retires in 3.5 years.
Really? Wow.
Maybe less, because if you add up all of his sick days that he has and his vacation days,
Right.
yeah,
What do you do for work? You do much?
not anymore. I used to be an engineer.
Oh, engineer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a wireless engineer,
Wow.
network engineer. Yeah, not an RF engineer, a network engineer,
So I take it you're retired, semi-retired.
basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mark's enjoying retirement. Mark's enjoying retirement, right, Mark?
Oh yeah, the only way to go.
That's all.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm just doing YouTube and having fun. So,
Yeah, why not?
yeah. But I hope to get monetized with that. It'll supplement my Social Security when I,
I'm doing it the other way around. I retired early in my teens and early 20s, and I have to go to work when I get 65. So it's a bit of a bummer, but I figured I can enjoy my young years.
Oh, yeah. Do it backwards. Do it backwards. Oh, my gosh. So Rita asked, how did I meet Jen? Oh, yeah. Sweet potato pie. I'm in for that. I don't make them, though. I'm not a pie kind of gal. Well,
I love pies.
kind of I buy my pie crust already made. I cheat because I'm terrible at it. I'm just terrible at it.
I had just recently had cherry pie for the first time in my life. I had never
Really?
had it before. And I saw one in the supermarket and I said, you know what, I'm going to get this because I've never had cherry pie before. So I had one.
Wow.
What do you think?
I liked it. It was nice. Sweet as hell.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the European tart cherries a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the sweet cherries. They're almost too sweet sometimes. Yeah, I'm kind of lost, Rita. Oh yeah, lots of sugar in the cherry pies. Yeah, they make a sugar-free cherry pie, but God knows what they put in that to sweeten it.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
get you one way or another.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go on. Our answers are, drum roll please. As of 2019, which actress has been nominated for 21 Academy Awards? That would be Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Good,
Anyway,
good answer, Chris.
I'll catch you later, Jen. Thanks for letting me come on.
Oh, sure, Chris. You gonna play in the background?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you and Debbie later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, see ya. I don't think McDonald's serves cherry pies anymore.
I remember years ago they used to make an apple pie. I think they deep fried it, and it was half decent. It was pretty good. Now
Yeah,
you get their apple pie and it sucks.
Yeah, I don't even think they do that anymore. I think somebody else is doing the apple pie though. I don't know who. I remember seeing it somewhere. Which movie features 4 dance scenes between John Travolta and Uma Thurman?
Oh, I know that.
Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction. See, I need a scoreboard because I think Chris's 2, Jennifer's 1, Rita's 1, and Hunter is 1. Let's see. Third question. What movie was the first to show a toilet flushing?
That's an odd one.
It is, but it'll make sense with the answer because it's Psycho.
Ah, right.
Psycho is the answer there.
Anthony Perkins.
Yeah. Hunter said their coffee is hot too. Yeah, some other woman in San Francisco, I just heard, is suing McDonald's again over hot coffee.
Spilled hot coffee on herself?
Yes. So, but it may be the way they put the lid on the coffee. I didn't read the story, I just saw the headline. Because I know they have plenty of warnings on there now.
Is she going to get any money?
Oh, I don't know. I think that she's just filed the lawsuit.
Oh.
Like I said, I didn't read the article. I kind of perused the news because there's really not much I want to read.
No, I know.
And I don't have TV, so we don't get it. You know, it's not in our face. So
Yeah, we don't have to either. We stream everything.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Yeah,
watch
if it's
any.
not on YouTube, I'm not watching it. So
Yeah, basically it's shame too. Or we've got a couple of good streaming sites that we go to for movies and shows.
mhm.
Like we still watch Survivor and shows like that, and we get them on the streaming service, so it's free.
Mhm.
Good leg, baby.
Yeah, I think with Chris and I, we had cable and we got into The Sopranos.
Wow.
And I think after the second season, you know, and we heard it'll be a whole new year before you see the next season. We were like, screw this. We're not paying for cable because we watch one show.
Right.
You know,
All for one show.
I'm just not paying for it. So, and then we tried Netflix for a while, and I think we paid for it for a year after we moved here, but we
Yeah.
never watch it. I mean, we're just doing other stuff, reading, watching other stuff. We just,
Yeah. That's
I
what
don't know.
at what is it now? $13 a month or something? $10 a month?
I don't know. That's $144 extra dollars in my pocket every
Yeah.
year. That's how I look at it. You know,
there-
even with the garden that I grow, it's not enough to like sustain us for a whole year, but it cuts it back a little bit on our grocery bill, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I am so cheap. I'm so cheap. But we
Are
save
you?
our money all year so that we can travel and enjoy December,
Right.
you know? So,
Great. It's a good way to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it to me. I don't mind being a cheap person. Just,
But
it's
so
kind of
when you go away in December, where would you stay in hotels and motels, or do you stay with friends, or
a little of both sometimes.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I think this year, some of our friends in Port St. Lucie, her brother-in-law moved in with him, or her brother moved in, and her mother's moved in now that she's retired. And then his parents, we could stay with them, but they're in their 70s, 75, almost 80.
Oh yeah,
So
a little
that's
bit.
too much. It's too much. We don't want to be a burden on them,
Yeah,
you know, because they'll always, they have to clean the bedding and clean the bathroom. And then after we're gone, do all that. It's too much for them. So we're just
yeah,
going to stay, I don't know, close by somewhere. So, and of course, we'll visit Bimbo. We'll know where we're going to stay there this time. So, um,
yeah.
and there she is. She's almost like Beetlejuice. You mention her name, and there she pops up.
Wait, is Bimbo here?
Yeah, she just popped in.
Bimbo,
But I told
Bimbo.
Chris there are, I don't know what they cost nowadays, but they used to be that I would see around Fort Myers. They had trailer parks that were all adult and they looked pretty nice. And you could rent a trailer for like, $1,300 for the whole month.
That's not bad at all.
No. And I
And
thought about doing that because, cooking saves a lot of money.
yeah. Oh
But
yeah. And $1,300 is for a month is cheap.
yeah, but now Marriott has those new suites that we stayed at in Albany that were really nice with a full
Yeah.
kitchen. And then when we've stayed at Residence Inn, of course, they have nice full kitchen. And we did that when we were at visited Bimbo last time. We stayed
Oh,
at the Residence Inn. So I would cook breakfast and lunch, and we pretty much just go out for dinner. So
right.
that saves a little money too. So,
Yeah.
hmm so plus I can't eat on the road, otherwise it tears my stomach up.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, mom and pop restaurants are decent, but when I used to travel for business, my coworkers liked eating at chain restaurants, and it would always tear my stomach up.
Yeah. Greasy spoons are the worst.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
stand stains
Which, in
on
my
those.
opinion, is any fast food or any chain restaurant. They use a
Yeah.
lot of chemicals and a lot of grease. All right, ready to move on. Yeah, I don't know that about that either, Rita. Since the hurricane, those are probably all wiped out. At least on the East Coast. I mean, on the West Coast. They may be available on the East Coast. So, but yeah. All right. Next set of trivia questions. Remember, please please enter your answers after the third question is asked to make it fair for anyone with any difference in broadband signal. Hey, Virginia Wolf, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready for the cooler weather. All right, this actor threatened to boycott a movie premiere because of segregation. This actor threatened to boycott a movie premiere because of segregation. Question number 2. Who played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate? Which is funny because Hot Mess Missy last night asked who was Mrs. Robinson's lover in The Graduate. Again, who played Mrs. Robinson in the movie The Graduate? Question number 3. To whom was Anne Bancroft married? To whom was Anne Bancroft married? And now you may enter your answers. I'll repeat them real quick. This actor threatened to boycott a movie premiere because of segregation. Who played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate? And to whom was Anne Bancroft married before she passed away? Do, 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 do. Can I get a copyright strike for that? Probably.
Never know.
You never know these days, right? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. The captain comes out with the first answer. Oh no. Oh goodness.
It happens.
Wow. Bimbo came out first. She must have had a good nap. Or it's those eggs she ate. Al made her eggs. I was talking about that earlier, Bimbo. You deserve to be pampered. Even if you don't like eggs. Jennifer, you going to put up any answers? You playing?
Glory. Whoa, whoa, Cantare. No.
Going back to Hunter, in 1992, a court famously ordered the company to pay nearly $3 million to an elderly woman who suffered severe burns from a 49-cent cup of coffee. Yeah. 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 Only good thing about, well, I guess McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts, they will mix your coffee the way you want it, which is a good thing.
As opposed to what, just giving you black and throwing some cream and sugar at you?
Yeah, yeah. Because that's what you should be doing when you're trying to drive.
Right, exactly. With your knees.
That's right.
I saw people doing that cereal and driving with their knees.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot in Atlanta. Makeup, reading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Reading is a good one.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, they had the whole newspaper just right over the window. Well, the steering wheel holds the newspaper up nicely.
Yeah.
So convenient to read the newspaper while you're driving, you know.
Yeah, it has that spreading effect on the newspaper itself, so it holds up the whole section.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. All right, let's get our brains going. Let's see. The answers are: this actor threatened to boycott a movie premiere because of segregation. That was, hey, Mrs. Hopkins. Just reading the answer out to the second round of questions. Pardon me. So the actor who threatened to boycott a movie premiere because of segregation, that was Clark Gable for the Gone with the Wind premiere here in Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was very...
Good on Clark.
Yeah. Sure enough, because they didn't want Hattie in. Butterfly McQueen. They didn't want to let her come to the premiere. He said, well, if she can't come, then I'm not coming. And they changed their mind. Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Who played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate? That'd be Anne Bancroft. Hey, Faye, how's it going? You been playing in the dirt, Faye?
Who was Mommy Dearest again? Was that Joan Crawford?
Yes.
She was a crazy one.
Yeah. She was married a lot too.
She was freaking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. She was awful. But I imagine a lot of women back then had a lot of mental health problems.
Yeah.
And probably men too, you know. I
People
think
in
we know
general,
about
yeah.
some now.
Yeah.
hmm Like
Mental
Tab
health was,
Hunter and Rock Hudson kind of being forced to be with ladies and stuff. And
yeah, that's weird.
yeah, really weird. But that was the time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, the captain, no more wire hangers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Right out of the movie, Mommy Dearest.
yeah, yeah. I say that a lot. Somehow we always end up with a wire hanger somewhere in the house. Like, how do they get here? They're like robots, luggage thieves.
She was a great actress, though. Yeah, that's true. The mother.
Oh, yeah. She was a great actress. All right, let's go back to answers. Who played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate? That'd be Anne Bancroft. If I didn't say that already. And then to throw you off, I said, to whom was Anne Bancroft married? And that was Mel Brooks, Bimbo. You did good. You did good on that one, Bimbo. You got one. Ron Brando, head of Pepsi. That's all I got. Ah, so close, Virginia Woolf. The captain said Sidney Poitier, Dustin Hoffman, and Mel Brooks. So you got Mel Brooks correct. Hunter? Yeah, everything's questionable, Hunter. That's good. You know, you have to question everything. That's a critical part of critical thinking. So good for you. Let's see. Oh, and Bimbo said, hello, fellow trivia buffs. Hunter, it's like she knew you were naked. Let's see. Rita answered to Dustin Hoffman. Oh, see, Rita, that would have been correct in Hot Mess Missy's last night. You know, I said Al Pacino because, you know, I still get Al Pacino and Dustin Hoffman mixed up. Am I the only one?
Anne Bancroft's lover in the movie, you mean?
Yeah, Anne Bancroft's lover in the movie was Dustin Hoffman, but Anne Bancroft actually played Mrs. Robinson.
Right.
Yeah. Not just deviled eggs, those haunted little devils. I saw a cook on YouTube that will not say deviled eggs. She'll only call them angel eggs because she didn't want anything to do with the devil. She's cute though. Let's see. The mother and daughter duo again. Yeah, I wish. Did I say that weird? Who played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate? Yeah. That was the question. But that's good that you even knew Dustin Hoffman because, yeah, I get them mixed up all the time. Yeah, right. The captain said Burger King won't mix your coffee, neither in the store nor in the drive-thru. So I wonder how many accidents happen around Burger Kings in the mornings. Mm-hmm. That would be an interesting statistic to see.
Well, you think just out of for safety sakes they would start mixing it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And observing public interest, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. We have any other answers? Naked with a long boy, right, Hunter? Or a tall boy, I meant. Yeah, I have a tall boy beer to, have a little discretion there. Oh gosh, y'all crack me up. All right, I'm gonna leave my thing pinned though because sometimes people do come in and wonder what we're doing. So yeah, I know. Chris is gonna laugh at me. I deserve it. Chris said, "Long boy." Yeah. All right, next group of questions. Who wrote the screenplay for Rocky? Who wrote the screenplay for Rocky? Question number 2. Who is the famous director of The Godfather? And After All, Tomorrow is Another Day is from what 1939 Academy Award winner for Best Picture?
Here in real life, tomorrow isn't another day. Tomorrow's a holiday up here in Canada.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
Thank you.
So you're going to do a turkey and stuffing?
All the leftovers, we just can't hack that anymore. I'm going to get some Spam, and I'm going to make little drumsticks out of it, little shapes of chicken pieces, and roast that in the oven, and that's in protest to grocery prices this year.
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody was saying, oh, well, grocery prices going up. It's only temporarily. And then it seemed like they jacked them up even more.
Yeah, they never go. Historically, grocery prices never go back down.
No, they never do. They're terrible.
They stay up.
Yeah, because, so I was telling somebody that I'm so cheap that when COVID came along, I started ordering my groceries on through Walmart because there's one on the way home from Chris's work and he can stop by, pick it up, and again, we reserve the miles for my vehicle for our Florida trips. And so I've always made a game of it. Like I kind of make a game to stay at like $100 as a budget every week for the two of us, and now, but somebody got onto me, like 2 people were like, why do you do that? Are you crazy? I'm like, it's a way I budget, it's a way for me. It's kind of like a game for me. And I like that I'm not in a store where, because I was talking to my nephew who is in sales to grocery stores, and we were talking about all the merchandising schemes they have to try and get you to buy stuff.
Right.
And I was like, I don't do that. I buy what I need and I need what I buy. It's not like, oh, well, let me try this or let me try that, or like new products. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what any new products are. And I don't go into the store, so I don't know what's on the shelf to grab my attention. So
you're a little Amish, aren't you?
I could be.
I think you could be.
I don't have the body for it now, but I was thinking today, though, I'd love for an Amish barn to be built in my yard.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love it. Like even a mini version of a pole barn,
Right. Yep.
But yeah, too bad I don't live in the Midwest. But Rita, impulse buys, because they will kill your budget. They really do. So I don't know. But I got flack from a couple of people like, why do you get concerned over your grocery bill. You got to eat. Well, I don't too much because I'm grow too. So because I grow food, like I said, it doesn't cover my vegetable and fruit needs, but it minimizes my food budget through the year. So I think it's important. And it tastes darn good, and I love doing it because I never know what's going to happen. So, I think last year we got 10 more winter squash than we did this year, but it's just as flavorful, just as good. My sweet potato harvest, that was off a sweet potato I got from the grocery store and threw in water. And I think I planted 2 little sprouts of it. And I got all those potatoes off, like $1 sweet potato or something.
Wow.
So we pretty much got, I would say we probably got 20 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, at least. And for 2 of us, that's a lot of sweet potatoes. So.
The sweet potato grows like a regular potato underground?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I have a video of us harvesting. Now, if I had let them go on the ground, I probably would have had a lot more.
Oh, okay.
Because each little joint of the potato vine will start growing roots and potatoes.
Right.
But I showed where I harvested my potato leaves, and we ate sauteed potato leaves too. Sweet potato. Yeah. Sweet potato leaves you can eat, not regular potato leaves.
Right.
Yeah. So, but they're good. They're better than spinach, actually, I thought. They weren't as irony tasting, and they weren't as slimy like spinach can kind of get. And that stem on the leaf left a little bit of texture. It wasn't kind of like a pile of mush. So I really love it. Yes, Hunter, I do canning every now and then. But now we just got a freezer. So most of what I do is freezing now. But I do have some cans for canning if I need to do that. Yeah, the captain says potatoes are in the nightshade family, as are tomatoes. They are in the nightshade family, but a myth on tomatoes is that you can eat tomato leaves. They are not deadly. So that whole thing about nightshades being poison and this and that, potato leaves, yes. Tomato leaves, no. You can't eat tomato leaves. So, and without stuff. Everybody's always telling people I fed her sticks and made her pick her own berries.
Tomato leaves are really fragrant. They have a great pungent odor to them.
What does?
Tomato leaves.
Oh yeah, I love the smell of them.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're not used for more other purposes. Like dry them out and use them as a potpourri.
I like the smell of them.
Yeah.
I think I saw where somebody makes a tomato candle now.
Oh, yeah.
For real. Oh, the captain says Labatt's and poutine for everyone, eh? You should, if you do a carved Spam, I want to see pictures. Do a little short and put it on your channel.
Yeah.
All right, the answers are. Who wrote the screenplay for
We usually do it before the Christmas tinsel pull. Do you know what the Christmas tinsel pull is?
No, well, I did that one year off my dog's butt, actually.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the cat.
Oh. I'd never heard that before, but I did have a dog that ate a tinsel, and I had to do the tinsel pull. It was the funniest thing. Ridiculous. I'd never seen that before. It totally blew my mind. So So the answers are: who wrote the screenplay for Rocky? That would be Sylvester Stallone. Ooh, got some answers there. Number two, who's the famous director of The Godfather? That would be Francis Ford Coppola. And number three, After All, Tomorrow is Another Day, is from Gone with the Wind. So let's see, we have Hunter with one. Good job, Hunter.
Good show, Hunter.
The captain has, three. He's in the lead with 6. I may have to ban you from playing.
Like, you smart?
I might have to ban him from playing. So Virginia Woolf, Sylvester Stallone, Francis Ford, and another 3 for...
Accuse him of card counting.
Right. So Virginia Woolf, that was your first round play, right? Rita got Francis Ford Coppola. She's tied with Hunter for 2. You're in good company, Rita. Bimbo Barbarella, she got 1. She's also in very good company with 2. The mother-daughter duo, they get a point. She's on the board. She's on the board. Oh yeah, she got Francis Ford, so she got another one. And yo, Adrian, I did it.
You're a bum. I'm not a bum. You're a bum. I'm not a bum. You're a bum. I'm not a bum.
Oh, Faye said, I just picked the last of my tomatoes. It's supposed to freeze tonight. Do you pick the green ones too?
You know a good way to get your green tomatoes to turn color? You put some apple peel in a paper bag, and then you wrap your tomatoes in newspaper, put them in the paper bag, and the gases from the apple peel will turn the tomato.
Huh, interesting. I've always just put them on my windowsill and they'll turn.
Yeah, in the sun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a quick way.
Rita said, Jen, are you familiar with grape leaf pickles? No. I'm familiar with grape leaves, dolmas, but not pickles. Now I will say, Rita, I have made naturally fermented pickles where I, put the cucumbers in and a lot of salt. And then I put all the herbs, and then I put I didn't have grape leaf, I had muscadine leaf because that has plenty of tannins in it, which helps the pickling process. And then I used a kind of aerator fermenter that you buy at a homebrew store. And it fits perfectly. You can get little lids that have a hole and you put the little aerator on there. So I did home fermented pickles. I'm still dying to use my German pickler, my crock. I want to do some crock pickling, but I'm so picky. Of course I could do cabbage from the store and make sauerkraut, but I want to break its virginity with, there's Hot Mess Missy. I want to break its virginity with real pickles. I'm being silly about it.
We used to call Dave Nalazowski pickle.
The what?
Dave Nalazowski, a guy we went to school with. We used to call him pickle.
Oh, really?
You know why? Yeah, you know why?
Huh.
Because when he walked so funny that it seemed that there was a pickle up his butt.
Oh, I went to
Everybody,
school with a guy like that too. I don't know whatever happened to him, and I can't remember his name. But yeah, that was in grade. He was in middle school. I was in grade school. We went to. I went to a. I went to a crappy private school for a while. Sorry, Mrs. Hopkins. I thought you were Missy because I looked at your icon real quick. Burgess Meredith, Francis Ford Coppola. So you got one.
thank you, Bimbo.
All right. And let's see. Going through the comments. Now I've had dolmas that tasted a little pickly.
That's nice.
Yeah. But I'm dolmas, a lot of times they just wrap them in rice. I like mine with pine nut and fruit, a little bit of meat.
Pine nut, eh?
Yeah. I like pine nuts. But I wouldn't want to pick them. I watched people picking pine nuts because I thought about planting a tree in my yard. It takes like 20 years to get any nuts, and then getting them is a lot of work, and it's sticky because you end up with sap everywhere.
Pine trees are very sappy.
Hmm. Yeah, Faye, if your green ones will ripen if you have a windowsill to put them in. Or you can do like they do in the South. Hey, Simple Life. You do like they do in the South and just make green, fried green tomatoes. I have a problem with this, Rita. Cucumber, salt water, grape leaves, cover with a cloth, let sit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like those because I don't like super sour pickle stuff. And so I tend to not eat a lot of pickles. I'll eat like banana peppers or jalapenos, that type of thing. But I don't like strong vinegar. So the natural fermentation, I like way better than the jarred pickles you get from the store. Oh, Faye's in Wisconsin. I had forgotten that, Faye. I was trying to think of where you were from the other day. Chris, of course, with his Arthur Guthrie, I don't want a pickle, just want to ride on my motorcycle. East Central Iowa for Hunter. All right, going on to the next round. Which movie stars Roy Schneider as Police Chief Martin Brody? Which movie stars Roy Schneider as Police Chief Martin Brody? Next question. Who was the first African American to win in the Best Actor category? Bonus point if you know the movie.
I do.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Number 3. Which year was Forrest Gump released? Which year was Forrest Gump released? So which movie stars Roy Scheider as Police Chief Martin Brody? Who was the first African American to win Best Actor category? And bonus point if you know the film. Which year was Forrest Gump released? So, Mark, when do you find out the new band's name?
Tuesday I'm going to check their studios out, and Thursday's the first rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How fun. They sound really amazing, though.
Yeah, it's all about what music we play for me, and these guys are I like the covers that they want to do, and I like their other original sound. So That's what it's all about for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was last night, Simple Life. Thanks for doing that. And I moved on from a couple of bands because I didn't like playing the music. Like the first band out here in this little town I'm in, the music just flowed. I couldn't. I was every year. I mean, every rehearsal, which seemed like a year, I was putting clothes pegs on my nose because the music was so bad. So I finally had to tell them I'm gonna move on, boys. And then I jumped into this jazz band, which I still play with. I play with two bands out here now.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then I came across this guy. It was a message on my message board. I subscribed to Band Mix, where you can other band members. And there was a message one day saying, "Hey man, we need a keyboardist. You want to come out and try out?" And then he left his influences and the types of music they like to play and samples. And I liked what I heard, so I said, sure.
Yeah, I think it's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
I think so. Especially with the music they play. Let's see. Yeah, we got answers coming in. Answers are coming in.
Well, Chris, Captain, the day that they wanted me to play Dirty Deeds, which is an okay song by AC/DC, everybody knows it, but I'm a piano player. I don't do Dirty Deeds, you know? And then I put an organ part to it, and I did that a couple of weeks in a row, and then that finally did it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want a piano player to play in your band, you probably should do more piano songs.
Yeah.
Or songs, anything, you know. Anything with a keyboard in it. A Simple Life has a question. Where was everyone last night? It was just me and Mark on Pirate Radio. We partied for over 2 hours. Now, I think, who went live last night?
Missy.
Somebody went live last night, and then Hot Mess Missy went live. So we were on playing trivia over at Hot Mess Missy's. And then when we finished there, I went and listened on Pirate Radio for a little while, but I did post a Twitter X whatever post that he was on.
I saw that. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, if I know you're on live and stuff and I catch it, I'll do it. But yeah, that's what I like about this group. Mrs. Hopkins is she's really great at that, because I would miss Bimbo Live most of the time if it weren't for Mrs. Hopkins posting stuff. So, and I think she posted Missy, and that's how I found out about Missy being live. Or is it? Now I can't remember. But we had a good time over there. And everybody showed up at Missy's late. Coachism popped in, and Hunter, and we were all there for a while. But, her stuff's always crazy fun. So let's see. What do we have here? The answers are, which movie stars Roy Schneider as Police Chief Martin Brody? That would be Jaws. Oh, gosh. Here we go. With the captain again. I'm going to ban you. You're going to be banned from this. So
No, it doesn't, Captain.
Who was the first African American to win the Best Actor category? Mark?
Oh, Sidney Poitier in The Heat of the Night.
No.
Oh,
no. Now, I would have said Sidney Poitier. Let's see if anyone got the answer. Yeah, see, I would have been with Chris. I would have been with the captain. I would have said, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but it wasn't. It was Lilies of the Field.
Oh.
Lilies of the Field. And then which year was Forrest Gump released? And that was 1994.
19. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sidney Poitier, he won 1963.
Oh, wow. That's long ago, man.
Yeah. Well, it seems long
Really?
ago now. Like, but for civil rights and all of that, it was just, you know.
Is he still around?
I think he passed away. I don't know. The captain can tell us. I'll let the captain look that up. While I tally. Let's see. Mrs. Hopkins got none on that one. The captain got every frickin' one of them.
No, he passed away.
Faye got. Faye, you got 1 point. 1994 is correct. I'm terrible with dates. Wait, did I say Mrs. Hopkins? No, it's 1994. Yeah. So the captain got all three. Faye got one. Bimbo got two. I think Bimbo said she's never seen Forrest Gump.
Wow, 94 years for Sidney. He passed away last year.
Ah, that was a good long life.
Yeah.
Hunter got one.
Thanks, Captain.
Simple Life got two. Very good, A Simple Life. She's coming on strong. Watch out. Watch out, y'all. Rita got one.
There you are. She's a man eater. Who did that song? All the Notes?
Yes. And it was actually written about I just saw this too. It was actually written about a model. He was at a dinner party, and this beautiful, famous model came to the dinner party, and she had such a potty mouth. And she was so over the top that he just thought to himself, yeah, she's a man eater. Yeah. And so he kind of came up with a few lyrics, threw them out to Daryl, and Daryl was like, oh yeah, we can work with this. He liked it, and so there you go. He ended up with that song. It was one of their big hits too.
I have to learn a song by them called Sarah Smile. Do you know it?
Yes.
You like
Yes,
it?
I think it's a pretty song.
It is a nice song. Yeah, I have to learn it for next Thursday.
Oh, that'll be a good one. Bimbo said she fell asleep, fell out of the chair, hit her head on the rock, and thought I was drinking water, but it was actually turpentine. Well, I was going to say, and it rhymes with turpentine. Good thing you didn't fall on a porcupine. Because she is always falling on a porcupine. So Chris asked, what was it you asked, Captain? What was the worst song that you had to play over and over again?
Yeah, well, that brought up the Dirty Deeds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For me, it would have been what was it? The Mule Ride or something. And when I took piano class. Oh,
yeah.
You remember that? Like way back for you, right? Forever ago. Yeah.
They were giving us classical music right from when I was like 6 years old. Right off the bat, they gave us classical music to play on the piano.
My instructor was Asian, and she kind of started me off with the mule and something else. But the third song she gave me was Eubie Blake's Memories of You.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was happy to play that. But I sucked at it. And I could still play a good bit of that song, like the first chorus uh, or the first verse up until recently. And it's kind of slipped my mind how to play that song.
There's always one note you miss, like Bugs Bunny in the when he's supposed to play the little melody on the piano, and he gets one note wrong, and that's the note that makes the explosion go off. And the duck comes and says, "No, you idiot! It's this note," and presses the note and blows himself up.
Yeah. Now, I probably would have liked piano better if I'd had larger hands and a piano to practice on.
Yeah, our first piano was a rollout piece of paper, I guess, or it was fabric actually,
Oh, wow.
with the piano going onto it. That was what my brother started on. There was always a piano in the house, as far as I remember, from when I was could just get my face over the top of it. I started playing it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. We had a hospital near us, so I would go, the hospital had a piano. So I would sneak into the conference room. And if no meetings were going on, I'd kind of practice now and then there. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did what I could. But yeah, it was good to know some theory though. I will say that. Bimbo says, no BS. First song I learned to play on the guitar was Let It Bleed. That's a tough one. Yeah, my focus is off too. The mother and daughter duo, we BS in between these. So, let's see. Macaulay Culkin was the first child star to be paid $1 million for which film?
Wow, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Macaulay Culkin. It's the first child star to be paid $1 million for which film? Question number 2. Clueless was loosely based on which Jane Austen novel? Clueless was loosely based on which Jane Austen novel? Question number 3. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, who says, it's just a flesh wound? Oh, the mother and daughter duo, you have kids. Yeah, that'll be distracting. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just here for fun. And just, keeping the cobwebs off the brain. Bimbo. Ooh, Hunter, Christmas something. Oh, Hunter, I'm surprised you don't know the Monty Python. But I don't either. So I've seen the movie. Of course, I was probably stoned. I know I was stoned when I watched that. Way back when it came out.
I know that scene off by heart. I could probably act it out.
I only saw it once. In the theater. So Hunter has Christmas on the brain.
Oh boy.
I'm glad we don't do Christmas. We never have. We did we bought Christmas presents for each other the first year we were married. I got Chris a Scrabble game, 75th anniversary edition, and it's on its own Lazy Susan and all the letters. It has a place for everything to fit. It's nice hard plastic board. And I bought him that. I forget what he bought me. And we bought probably each other some other stuff. But that's how we thought about Christmas. Like, it was so stupid. We got up and we're kind of like looking at each other. It was like, well, do you want breakfast first? Do we open presents? It was just so kind of awkward. They were just like, hey, like, we're never doing Christmas again. And we haven't. We have done it for nieces, nephews, family, participated in anything anyone else wanted to do. But for each other, not so much. Not so much. I mean, we have everything we could want. And anything we need or want, we buy. So let's get to the answers. Let's see. Macaulay Culkin was the first child star to be paid $1 million for which film? That would be My Girl.
Oh, really?
Which I forgot he was even in. But he was the star of that film. And I never saw Home Alone, which is, I guess, his most famous. Clueless was loosely based on which Jane Austen novel? And that would be Emma. And in Monty Python's Holy Grail, who says, it's just a flesh wound? And that was the Black Knight. So,
I'll bite your legs off, he says.
pardon?
He says, he goes on to say, I'll bite your legs off. But he doesn't have any arms and legs left.
I remember that.
And blood squirts. He says, I'll bite your legs off.
And then what? You can
Then
you
he
can do
says,
the script while I tally.
then John Cleese sidesteps him around him and continues on his journey. And the Black Knight is left there to bleed to death. Come back, calling him a coward. Come back, you coward. I think that's what happened.
Chris probably knows all of the dialogue on that one too. What are they oofing about? Oh gosh. Who's laughing? I don't know. I'm totally lost on chat. Talking about focus being off. See, I got Bimbo's point, Simple Life. Oh, Simple Life got Emma. Very good. Hunter, he's laughing. That's his answer. A laugh is a great answer for everything. Let's see. Faye. Faye, did you answer? Oh, Home Alone. Book Emma. Faye. So I hope y'all are keeping up with your points because this is hard. I may lose one or two. It's harder than it seems, for sure. Rita has Home Alone, Black Knight, John Cleese. I love John Cleese. I liked him in Fawlty Towers and A Fish Called Wanda.
Right, yeah.
Fish Called Wanda was great. Mm-hmm. Bimbo knows the script. Yeah. I knew Chris would know all that. I think I got everybody. Am I caught up? John Cleese, Rita is the last answer. The captain. Oh, I see. You're running away then. See, here he goes. Right, Bimbo? It is not easy. And old Umble used to mess it up too. And he had Lisa doing his keeping track. She had a hard time as well. It isn't easy doing these things. All right, last round. In Animal House, what was Mrs. Wormer's first name? In Animal House, what was Mrs. Wormer's first name? Question number 2. In which movie did John Lithgow play a character who identified as a woman? That's a favorite of mine. I just rewatched that not too long ago.
He was brilliant. He's brilliant, John Lithgow.
Yeah, he put out children's songs. Did you know that?
No.
And he's actually written some of them on his CDs. Now, he may have some later CDs that have all of them, but I bought his first CD. He did a song called Big Kids Scare the Heck Out of Me that he had written for his child going into school for the first time. And it was so funny, the lyrics and the writing, and it was so well done, and it was so cute. But he covered a lot of the old standards children's stuff, like you remember From the Indies to the Andes in My Undies. Danny Kaye did that. Do you remember Danny Kaye?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, but he did the song From the Indies to the Andes in My Undies because he was known for the tongue twisting stuff that he would do, and
Right,
singing in the bathtub. There was kind of like a jazzed up version of it. You're Adorable. Everyone Eats When They Come to My House. But a lot of those old standard songs. So I bought the CD and I would play it all the time. I loved it. I thought it was a great CD. It was, like I said, it was kind of jazzy. And I think I've heard samples off his later CDs. So let's see. Oh, and I said 3, but we're down to the last 2 questions. In Animal House, what was the Mrs. Wormer's first name, and in which movie did John Lithgow play a character who identified as a woman? And you can submit your answers now. How long have we been playing? Oh, wow. An hour and a half. That's not bad. That's not bad. I just try and keep my trivia a little bit short because I know some other people are going live, may want to go live. You guys may want to go see somebody else who's live. Cookie World, according to...
Sunday nights are generally slow nights on the YouTube. Last night was pretty busy. There was a few lives last night.
Yeah.
It was Friday also. There was quite a few.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised Bimbo didn't go live because she put out a tweet or an X, whatever it is, about...
Bimbo was live on Friday.
She was talking about being, on last night, Saturday, she was talking about home and bored and, yeah. But there was no number 3. Hunter's the only one paying attention. Who Rita knows it. Mm-hmm.
When you're feeling sleepy and you gotta go pee-pee, there's a place to go. Kaibo.
No. Kaibo?
Kaibo.
What is that? Is that a Canadian thing?
What a Kaibo
Yeah.
is? You never heard the term Kaibo for a washroom?
No. Have any of you heard that term before? I think it's a Canadian thing.
Must be, I guess.
I think it's a Canadian thing. What are you smoking this week, Mark?
Today's episode is brought to you by Banana OG.
Oh,
A mild sativa with a hint of banana flavor to it.
wow.
For you mellow yellow fans.
So did
I've been smoking mine. I harvested my crops for the year, and I didn't do so good on yield, but the stuff's good. The stuff got good potency to it.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
And, it's homegrown, so it's right up my alley.
Yeah, free.
I wish I could homegrow my own. Do you always do sativa?
No, I take whatever clones I can get every year until next year. Next year, I know where I can get. I go to the reserve and I can get the exact clones I want. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that the reserve sold them until it was too late.
Wow, interesting. It's probably like regular stuff too, in that, like here, if I don't get my fruit trees ordered by a certain date, then they're like, too late, too bad. Come back in the fall.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, I need to see if I can get some more fruit trees this fall.
What kind of fruit trees do you want?
I want some more persimmon, and I need an apple that I can grow. But those I might be able to get at Lowe's. I need an apple I can grow without my neighbor backing into them and killing them.
No.
So.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Well, if you've ever watched any of my videos, once I get to the back of the orchard, he has all these work trucks and tractors and where those like trailers, the enclosed trailers, and he has the open trailers, and he has a ton of stuff back there. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he just, it's late at night when he generally comes. He's in construction. So it's late at night when he comes in, he can't see anything. Or early morning when he's going out. So I don't blame him. So they're good neighbors. It's all right. They killed a couple trees. I'm not going to hold it against them. I can replace the trees.
There's worse.
So.
Yeah.
So what do you prefer, indica or sativa?
Sativa for me.
Or hybrid, yeah.
Or a hybrid, but mostly sativa. I like a pure sativa. It's more of an uplifting sort of buzz as opposed to a couch potato buzz that you get from indica.
Right. Indicouch. Indicouch. I know way too much about weed for living in a state that doesn't sell it.
That's crazy. That can't go on for much longer.
Hopefully not. It is crazy. It's crazy that it's, forbidden all around in the other states. So let's see. An Animal House. What was Mrs. Warmer's first name? Is Marion, which I wouldn't know that either because I don't think I've seen Animal House all the way through. In which movie did John Lithgow play a character who identified as a woman? And that would be The World According to Garp. And that also starred Robin Williams as John Lithgow's best friend in the movie.
Yes, I do Simple Life every year.
So Rita got one. And who else got Garp? I know Bimbo got The World According to Garp. I mean, because we've talked about it, not because I'm assuming it. Just want to make that clear. Just want to make that clear. All right. So should we beat up Chris? Chris got 10. So he's
Wow.
eliminated because he got a round number.
Yeah.
You're automatically eliminated. My rules, I just made them up. Dustin Garp. I don't recall. I don't recall. That's how great my memory is. I'd have to go watch it again. It was free on YouTube, but I don't know if it still is. Let's see. The
Speaking of free on YouTube, what's that again that the movie show is?
that is YouTube's charging for it again, $2.89. Same with Amazon. But it was free on YouTube. It'll probably go on free again eventually.
Right.
So what question did you ask me?
When your free movies on YouTube episode, the next one.
Let's see. Well, first we have our old songs. Odd songs, any musician, any genre pick. That's on Bimbo Barbarella's on Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay. That's next Friday.
Yes,
isn't
coming
it?
right for us. And then I'm doing a show on Saturday the 14th of funny and interesting obituaries.
Oh, all right. Is that when it is this Saturday? Great.
Saturday the 14th, yeah. And then movies worth watching. That's our movie review show. That is the 20th of October.
Oh, okay. So the following.
Yeah, and then Bimbo will follow it up on Saturday the 21st with funny gravestones. And because we're trying to get into the holiday spirit.
That should be interesting.
Yeah. Then we have our Alice Cooper Halloween Spooktacular show with Bimbo Barbarella. Everybody come in costume. For Honor, clothing optional. We'll still admit you. And
there you go, Honor. You can just bring the hair.
Yeah. Just don't forget your beer. And yeah. And then for me, what have I got coming up? I've got, since it's a cooler season in Georgia, car shows are everywhere. So I'll be going to some car shows coming up. I have a few planned. So at least 2 planned, I'll say.
That's great.
So, and one will be up at the Moonshine Festival. And they do a lot of the old Deuce Coupes and rat rods and stuff like that. So that's always an amazing car show up there for the Moonshine Festival, because it's all the old moonshine running cars. Connor said that's not going to happen. What, the Halloween show, or you coming dressed or naked? One of the two. Next,
not again.
Yeah, Chris, next Friday is this coming Friday is going to be the any song, any genre from any band. We get to pick our favorites and try and make it something that nobody else has heard of, so that you're kind of introducing people to something, or not. Like if you have nothing else you can think of, there are no wrong answers at Bimbo Barbarella College of Knowledge. Mrs. Hopkins said the only thing that popped into my head was Mixed Nuts with Liev Schreiber identifying as a woman. I think it's been years. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Garp was Dustin Hoffman. I thought it was Robin Williams. Chris. Okay, Carry On by Kansas it is. You would never have that on your list. I know you too well. Mrs. Hopkins says, Mixed Nuts, good movie with Steve Martin, she thinks. Another deep cuts. So, was Mixed Nuts, wasn't Barbara Streisand in that as well? Because I'm kind of picturing like the advertisement for it. I want to say she was in that as well. So, Mark, are you doing with your new band and everything? Are you going to continue doing movies worth watching?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, if you have me, I'll be there.
All right. Cool.
If you build it, I will come.
We always want you, Mark. Everybody wants you.
I enjoy. I watch a certain amount of documentaries and movies on YouTube, so this is giving me a chance to retain the memories of it, and giving me a chance to think about what I've watched a little bit, and make a few notes and contribute to your show at the same time.
Yeah, I'm terrible at remembering movies, and I do find that doing these little reviews and stuff does help me retain everything that I've actually watched. And in some movies, I let it go out the window really quickly because they were so bad.
Bad, yeah.
That's all right, Rita. We're the same age. We don't memory shame here. Right, Mark?
No.
Yeah. We're just trying to keep, like I said, the cobwebs off a little bit. Oh, Adam Sandler was in Mixed Nuts? Now I'm going to have to look it up. But in the meantime, it was a 1994 film. Yeah, Steve Martin, Madeline Kahn. I love Madeline Kahn. And Rita Wilson, Gary Shandling, Liev Schreiber, Juliette Lewis was in that as well. Wow. Amusing, endearing, and offbeat. And the director there, interestingly, was Nora Ephron. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Wow. Never would have guessed. All right, so let's go back to the scoreboard. Bimbo led, once we kicked Chris out of the game. Bimbo, you have 6. Rita had 5. Hunter 3. Of course, everyone came in at different times, so can't hold you, We're just playing for fun. Jennifer had 1. Virginia Woolf had 3. The mother-daughter duo had 2. Mrs. Hopkins, 73, had 1. Faye had 2. And A Simple Life had 3. Now you may want to check. Oh no, we're the mother-daughter duo. This is all casual. We're just here to have fun, kind of get, settle down the week and get ready for a new week. Never apologize. So people are in and out. I don't even think Virginia Woolf's still here. Just people come and go because other people go live that they'd rather see. And I'm not offended. So people just leave. It's open door policy here.
I remember Gary Shandling's show, Bimbo.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember the episodes right before she died? What's her name from Saturday Night Live?
Gilda Radner?
Gilda was on
Mhm.
for a few episodes. You remember those?
Yeah, I didn't watch TV. I mean, I probably saw a little bit of his, but even back then, like as a kid growing up in my 20s, 30s, 40s, I just was never a big TV person.
Yeah. Always had something else to do.
In fact, in the 90s, I was married to somebody else then. And I just got sick, like, because all he ever wanted to do was watch TV. And I'm like, this is not my idea of living. I, I was just like, I don't know. It just felt awkward to me to watch other people living and having fun and enjoying life while I sat there and watched that fictional stuff. It just seemed absurd to me. So I don't know.
Or the people stuck on watching trauma shows that have just nothing but bad stuff that goes
But
on.
that's YouTube, especially you see that you have a whole drama community, you have the true crime community. Um,
No, I meant trauma. Trauma with the
oh yeah,
TR.
trauma too.
Shows
But you have that here.
traumatic.
You have that here too. And I think a lot of people
But
attracted to the drama community have also been through a lot of trauma. But that's my personal
yeah,
opinion. So, but um, I don't know. I just even like the true crime. There's an attorney that I like to watch on YouTube. Her name is
yeah.
Natalie Lawyer Chick, and she's pretty funny. And she's from Baltimore, and she's a great attorney. And she's a defense attorney. Uh, but she does when she does true crime stuff. I can't watch it. I refuse to watch anything that depressing. So now I did like the first
Yeah.
48. Yeah, Chris and we watched the first 48. We liked that true crime because it was just interesting to me the psychology behind the interrogation. Because the interrogation was always key to solving the case. And they were always pretty respectful about, in my opinion, the victims or, the victim's family. They always were kind of very respectful about that. So I didn't mind that. Simple Life says, Captain, I watch Cops every night before I go to bed. See, I couldn't do that. I'd be too paranoid. I'm on to Chris now about making sure the doors are locked because we just got new locks on our door where you have to have a key to get out. And so it's been a
Oh,
bit
really?
of a learning curve in remembering to lock the door when you come in immediately. So,
Why did you do that?
well, when we bought the house years ago, the owner said you may want to change all the locks. A lot of people have keys. And I didn't for years. We didn't change it for years, but we had this old style lock, where you had the inside, and then I had all my doorknobs changed to levers. So,
Right.
Just so when if we're carrying something in, it's easier to open with a lever than a knob.
Yeah, yeah. I know you can just use an elbow.
Mhm. So, we figured we'd do all that at the same time, you know. So,
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
I mean, I don't care about hardware color so much. Half my bathrooms are mix and match silver, gold, all rubbed bronze. I mean, it's not that bad. Like one bathroom, the owner said, "What color faucet do you want? We're replacing the faucet in the bathroom." I said, "Put in silver." Well, they put in gold. So Oh, you love Nancy Grace? I'm surprised. I'm surprised. She drives me nuts. She does. Oh gosh. I think with Chris the same way. But I know a lot of people love her. Like she even I don't even know, does she even have her show on CNN anymore? I mean, a lot of people are who've left shows are doing YouTube now. And I imagine she's probably doing that. A show called Jail. And that was funny. Last night in Missy's trivia, we all knew what a shiv was. She's like, what's that weapon? What do they call it? And everybody's like, shiv, shiv, shiv. I'm like, oh, that's bad. We all know what a shiv is. So what's jail about? Is it just like, is it local county jail or is it prison jail? Is it about Fulton County Jail? Because that's a nightmare.
They get various jails around the U.S., I think, and they showcase them. And you see the goings on when they're bringing people in and processing them, breaking up fights, that sort of thing.
Wow. I imagine some of the, right? A Simple Life, I agree. I think Nancy Grace is always kind of like patronizing to everyone, kind of getting on everyone. I agree, A Simple Life. And I think she grates on Chris's nerves too. But yeah, that's weird. But I imagine like small town jails probably can be some of the worst because you have a small community that may have beefs with other people in the community.
Well, they're not really small town jails. They're like Las Vegas and
Wow.
I forget the towns that they showcase. That'd be another good show, Small Town Jail.
Oh yeah.
Goings on.
Yeah. Hey, you're welcome, Rita. Yeah, we're winding down. We're just chewing the fat, as they say.
Babylon.
Faye says that A Simple Life. I like YouTube channel called Blue Code Cam. I don't know any of these. Jail is Vegas. Yeah, I imagine that's pretty pitiful. Does it have a lot of people that have lost money and end up in there? Trying to steal something to get money to go home? Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get stuck in Vegas and can't get out. Go there thinking they're going to hit it big, lose everything, and then are stuck on the street.
That's sad. That's sad, sad, sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll gamble every now and then. I think I blew $20 in Belize. I was excited because Chris wanted to chill and take a nap, and I went exploring, and the hotel next door had some kind of gambling machine, so I threw $20 in that. He had never done the highlight gambling, so we did that this last year. And I played the slots and, blew money. But we go in with like a set amount we're going to spend and no more.
Yeah, you have to wait. Yeah.
So, and then I've been to Vegas, lost a lot of money in Vegas. Like I had my limit and I spent that, and then I threw in, I thought it was a penny slot. I put in 20, and then it turned out it was a $20 machine, but I hit $700 on that spin. And then I spent all that $700 losing all that.
Yeah, first time I ever played a slot machine, I won $180 on the very first token.
Wow.
And I stopped right away. I bought lunch.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, I'm like the Skinner box. I'm going to go keep tapping out till I'm done. Well, and the $700, I should say that I was in Vegas for a week. So I was there for a business conference, and I was there for, visiting a friend of mine. So,
Right.
and actually
Right.
stayed with her that week. So I had no hotel expenses, which would have been a write off anyway. But um, yeah, a lot of people who do something wrong with mentality, like what happens in Vegas stays with it in Vegas. Ooh, yeah, that's scary. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the best slogan to come up with for Vegas. It just causes trouble. Well, I guess the local police make money off all the um, bonds and everything they get.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, Chris said that was fun. I won a trifecta, and then the later rounds lost $200 in total. Yeah. What'd you win in the trifecta? I forget. Yeah, I lost all my money. I ended up seeing, I don't know, going back and sitting with him and watching the rest of the highlight. It was fun. It was interesting. It was pretty intimate too there.
I was at a blackjack table in Alberta, and the guy beside me, it was getting pretty tense. It was the end of the shoe, and the guy beside me decided to have a heart attack.
Oh goodness.
He hits the floor hard and goes in and has a mild episode. Somebody jumped into the new CPR and then the ambulance came. They put him in. He stabilized him, put him in the stretcher, started wheeling him out, and he wouldn't leave until he cashed his chips.
Wow.
So they put his chips. They took his chips. They put it all on his belly, wheeled him over to the cashier. He cashed out, and then they wheeled him out to the ambulance.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I mean, I wonder what they do normally. Like if someone were to totally pass out and be unresponsive, I would imagine they would hold your chips.
Yeah, for sure they will. Oh yeah, they're going to take care of you.
Wow. Hunter says, I did a strip poker the other night and I played my socks off. Oh my gosh. Has anyone here never played strip anything? Have you played strip poker, Mark?
Oh yeah. I sure have.
I played strip poker. I played
naked twister too.
Naked twister. Did y'all have to grease up for that?
Yeah, you have to grease the twister board down. And you gotta wash the blood off from the night before too.
Brings a whole new meaning to slip sliding away.
Yeah.
I played strip backgammon once. That's a slow game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, backgammon is kind of slow.
The mother and daughter duo said I won $7,000 in 1990 playing Blazing 7 at Bally's. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Do you still play those? Is it like Blazing Sevens? Is that like a 7-number pick or something?
Sounds like a poker game.
I mean, I haven't even played Powerball, and it's been up. What is it? I don't even know what it is. Is it up to like 1.2 billion right now or something? It's over $1 billion, I think. I don't even know when they draw Powerball.
There's one tonight, isn't there?
Probably. Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. It says here.
Well, there you go.
It surges. 1.4 billion.
Oh.
I should go get a ticket.
Yeah.
Or two. But see, that's the thing. I have to be out running errands. I have to see it on a billboard. I have to be at a convenience store for the only thing I get at a convenience store is gas. Chris normally pumps my gas. So I just don't, because we're usually in the car together whenever I go anywhere. Um, so that's funny because I'm such a homebody. I'm really bad unless we go somewhere together and do something. But yeah, 1.4 billion. And I guess there will be a drawing Monday. Hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's too much. It's way too much. Give away a whole, 3 or 4 prizes of a few hundred thousand, few hundred million. I mean,
Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, it's a slot machine. Blazing Sevens. Wow. Yeah, they've closed. Um, they've closed all the highlight except for Miami and Dania, I believe. Chris might know more about that. I don't know if he's been keeping up with it still because he was watching highlight on YouTube until we went up there. Faye said, I've never played strip anything. Never stripped furniture even. I've done that. Strip furniture. The captain, my dad saw a guy on the ground about to get electric paddles near the Bellagio. Yeah. Chris and his dad used to take a trip every April out west. Father-son trip. It was so cute. Mrs. Hopkins, did I hear you and Chris say you've been married 30 years? We joke about it, but we've been married 25 and a half. And now we joke because we'll always say the same thing or have the same thought. So we've always said, since pretty much we've been married, that we've been married 30 years. And now we're like, oh crap, 30 years is around the corner. We're going to have to come up with a new saying. Maybe we've been married too long. Good night, Bimbo. No, we don't have any wedding pictures. I mean, we do, but they're in a box. I have a picture of my dad. And I have a picture of our kind of adopted daughter that she gave us for Christmas one year. She snuck it. She had a picture that she took with us and the dogs and the cats. And then she ran to CVS and had it developed and then gave us a photo frame. And it was engraved with the saying that sometimes families, what is it? Sometimes families are like fairy tales. You have to make them up as you go along. That's why I say my adopted daughter, because, we're not her natural family, but she kind of made us up in life because she needed a support. She needed a home. She needed family. She was still in college and leaving college. So she would stay with us in between college break. And after she graduated, she came to live with us as well. So,
oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. And so, she calls me every Mother's Day and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's a good kid. And I'm always like, privy to all the grandkids' pictures and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. No, we don't have any wedding our wedding, again, I am so cheap. So we got married. I made all the candles for every table. Our theme was Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And my theory is nobody likes a wedding, everybody likes a reception. So we got married with our parents at the Justice of the Peace on Friday, and we had a big reception. We had over 100 people, I think, at the reception. 125, somewhere in there. And we rented a really nice venue. My roommate worked for one of the theaters, and they had caterers for the stars. So the caterers for, whoever the, guest star at the theater, they catered my wedding. So I gave them all the cash. I kind of gave them a menu idea of what I'd like. I paid them for all the food. And then they did it all. They served hors d'oeuvres before dinner and all of that. And my other roommate that worked with them, he also had a side business in used restaurant supplies. So we had those rolling bars in our driveway because he would rent them out and he would sell them and stuff. So they just picked up one of those, put it in the truck, and they took it up there. And I was living with 4 men. So Bob couldn't make it because he had an event, but he's the one who let us use the bar and got the caterers for me. And then the other 3 roommates, they served all the alcohol all night. So we had beer and wine only. So we had bartenders, and they did whatever else needed to be done. They were the best. And let's see, I rented the linens. I picked the linens up in the morning, brought them to the venue. We got those on the table. Then I had to go pick up the cake, which was in the other direction from my house. But I went to this Mexican bakery that did the best tres leche wedding cakes. And I had a big 3-tiered cake that I paid $200 for. And my caterer said that would have been like a $700 cake. And like I said, I made all the candles. I did candles, and I did artificial magnolias in Spanish moss around that. So it was like the 3 candles, Spanish moss, and little magnolias in there. And the caterers and everything. And Chris rented a tux. I bought a dress. And I'm trying to think what other expenses. And the invitations. All of that cost me. And my dad was a drummer and was in a band. So he brought the band and they provided entertainment. And then people decided they wanted to sing and everything. So it turned into a big party. And even the security guard said that was the best wedding that she had ever been to at that venue. And cost me $5,000. And that was it.
That's not bad.
And it was, like I said, I mean, it was pretty fancy schmancy. And
Nice.
I just lucked out. Like I said, I had the best roommates at the time. And they, like if they hadn't done what they did, it would have been a much different reception. Would have been a much different reception. But I'm really thankful. I mean, they were amazing. Oh, and the night before, this was funny. So I didn't have a bachelorette party. Chris had a bachelor party. And the night before, so I was making my own candles. And up until the night before the wedding, or after our wedding, but before the reception, that night I'm making candles. And I had put some candles on this, or wax on the stove to melt. And I walked outside and got caught up in a conversation with my roommate. And Chris comes out and he goes, "Oh, it's a little smoky in there. See you later. Bye." And he leaves and I go inside and there had been a freaking fire. Like the cabinets are charred. They're still smoking. the paint on the hood vent over the stove had curled. I mean, it was a disaster. And my roommate at the time, I'm like, Craig, you need to come in here. And he goes in, he's like, ah, it's early. Is Home Depot open? I got this. I'm right. And I'm like, what are you? He's like, we cannot have the house looking like this. There'll be people coming over. I'm like, nobody's coming over. He's like, we can't have the house looking like this on the day of your wedding. Like, so he runs, he gets a hood vent, and came back, he pulled all the doors off. I was out sanding all the doors to the cabinets after I had made my candles. And Chris comes back with a couple of his buddies I had never met before. And because we had a full bar and game rooms and everything downstairs. And so he comes with his buddies and he's like, oh, yeah, this is my wife, Jennifer. And they're like, nice to meet you. And so then Chris, he's like, his friends look at him and they're like, damn, you got a good wife. You got a good wife there. Like he's out partying and I'm home like sanding freaking cabinets and everything. But we got that kitchen back together that night. It was amazing. It was so funny. And like $250. Whatever we had to pay for the hood vent, you know.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. That was great. Great. Yeah. It was fun. Those were the best roommates. And like I'm still friends with them. That's one of the people we go down to Florida to see. And then I was a groomsman in one of the others' wedding in Montana. So we flew out for his wedding. The other one we don't hear too much from. But I mean, we're friends. We're on good speaking conditions. And every now and then we'll have a reunion. So I had 3 of the 4 here one time recently, within the last couple of years. We had a big kind of reunion party here. And that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to some pretty wild weddings in my time. I remember I went to a Greek-Polish wedding that was pretty wild.
I bet that was fun.
And the dancing was great. The food was awesome.
Was it all polka or did they mix it up?
They mixed it up.
Oh, that'd be fun.
They had the traditional Greek dances. It was mostly Greek, I think, because I think the band was a Greek band. And we danced her like nuts that night.
And
they were bringing food out still at 2 a.m. They were bringing out meat for us to eat.
Wow.
It was just
a lot of cabbage rolls and coffee.
Yeah. Cabbage rolls and coffee.
If you don't know, that was a SCTV line. Or did they do that in only in homebrew?
That was the Schmangy brothers. Remember?
Yeah, it was the Schmangy brothers with their little lederhosen or whatever they would wear.
That's right.
The Schmangy, and they looked nothing alike. John Candy and Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should order those DVDs again. They were funny.
That was a hilarious show. SCTV. But that was also a movie, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to duck out.
Yeah, I'm about done myself. I've never been a bridesmaid either, simple life. I don't know that I would want to be. I was co-mother with the bride with my daughter's wedding, though. That's the only time I've been in a wedding party other than my own.
Your daughter? Is that your stepdaughter?
No, my kind of adopted daughter. I call her my adopted daughter. She's not legally adopted because she was nearly an adult when she came to live with us. But I've known her since she was in like 4 or 5. So I've known her most of her life. So I'm closer to her than she is with her aunts and uncles. So And she calls us Aunt Chris and Uncle Chris. But Aunt Jen and Uncle Chris, I don't know what I said. But yeah, she asked us what we wanted her kids to call us, if we wanted grandma, grandpa, whatever we wanted. I was like, nah, we'll stick with Aunt Jen and Uncle Chris.
Yeah, younger
It
sound.
works. It works.
Okay, well,
Leave with
have a nice night, Karen.
leave.
I'm gonna jump down now.
All right, we'll see you. Have a good one. Enjoy your practices.
Yeah,
Hunter said, Chris,
yeah. Thank you.
if you love them in the morning with their voice full of crust, you love them at night with their hair full of rollers. Chances are you're in love. I've never put Chris through that misery. Luckily, I was pretty much, you see what you get. That's it. I can't do anything with this here. Like, this is it. Like, all my effed up past, all of that, my effed up family. I can't do anything about that. This is it. Love it or leave it. So I got lucky. I got lucky. Here, so he decided to stay. So I hope you all have a great week ahead. It's been fun. Thanks for joining us. And I always say these are going to be short, right? And then they always turn into two-hour production here. Now we're over even 2.5. So thanks again for coming. And yeah, we'll do this next Sunday if everyone's up to it. And I think next Sunday we'll do birds and bees. So that should be fun. And I promise it's all clean. It's all clean content. Thank you, the mother and daughter duo. Have fun with the kids. And have a great week. And thanks, Mrs. Hopkins. Hello to Dan Forrest. Rita, good to see you. Simple Life, always a pleasure. Jennifer, Virginia Wolf, Bimbo, Hunter, as always, Faye. Love y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later. Bye.